I can take you from here. I can take you there. But you don't know, preacher. You don't know where I was raised. You don't know how I was raised. You don't know who did me wrong. You don't know what's been happening in my life. You don't know who rejected me. You don't know who wasn't there for me. You don't know who I was married to. You don't know when I got divorced. You don't know what transpired. You don't know how they hurt me. You don't know how the resentment. All I know is that we have holes in our lives. And he says, I can take you from here to here. Watch. What I find so amazing about this, let's go back to it again. I can take you here to here. Do it again. Here to here. You gotta go back, do it one more time. Here to there. It's just one letter. It's just one letter. And Jesus knows that. Because I'm not putting the scripture on the screen. I'm going to make you read it when you get home. But he goes down a little bit further in verse 8. And in verse 8, he says to him, do you want to be made whole? And he's like, yeah. Take up your mat. This is what he tells them. It's in there. Take up your mat and now take a step. It says walk, but I just wanted to preach what you preached last week. I was so jealous of you. I was like, oh, I wanted to preach that. No, it's just fine. He says, pick up your mat. Notice this. And he says, take a step. All it is, can we go back to my fun? Can we go back to my fun fact? All it is from there to there is one step. That's all it is. It's nothing. There's no the Greek and the Hebrew, and you have to have things memorized, and you have to know this, and you have to have been at church so many times, and you have to worship a certain way, and you have to have your hands. How'd you do it? Big fish, little fish, and you have to have your hands postured a certain way. He says, no. All it takes is one step. He told him, rise, take up your mat and walk. He said he could have did a lot of things, Dale. He could have went up there and says, you want to be made whole?